Okay, here we are with the Youth Companion magazine, April 22nd of 1909. And we're going to read this story today of By Way of Gloves. And it'll be read to you by Jennifer.
I don't see, Molly Adams declared stubbornly, why it isn't as bad to be proud of being poor as it is to be proud of being rich. But I'm not proud of being poor, Leslie Fraser retorted gaily. Marry no child. Don't you think I'd like pretty things as well as anybody? Then you'd be exactly as bad as Helen Caldeler would. Leslie's face changed. I hope if I had money, I shouldn't use it to try to buy things that are not for sale. Friendship, for instance. But she doesn't, Molly cried. She has tried every way and you just won't, Leslie Fraser. And she's such a dear, and you're such a dear. Oh, why won't you be friends? Leslie leaned across to Molly with one of her rare caresses. I know that you're a friend. Anyway, you little bug-eyed soul, she said. Isn't that enough? Soul? And Molly, sighing, gave it up, and she had given it up so many times before. It was such a pity, for Helen was such a clear-through lady, and Leslie just would not see it. Then something happened. It was only a little thing, one of the small, discomforting incidents that every woman knows. Leslie, invited to an informal meeting of the Granbury Club, found everybody wearing gloves. She had not supposed it a glove affair at all. The color climbing into her face, she tried to pull her short glove up to bridge the gap to the sleeves of her simple little gown. It was no use. There was nothing to do but to pull them off. The next moment, she heard a bright voice beside her. Oh, are you taking off your gloves? I'm so glad. I hate to wear them here. It seems so foolish, doesn't it? I'm so delighted to find somebody sensible. Leslie turned. Her honesty was part of her pride. I'm not pulling them off because I'm sensible, but because I wore the wrong kind, she said. I'm so glad you wore the wrong kind, Helen replied merrily. Please do it every time. And now I too, so want my father to meet you. But you, Leslie stammered, aren't you to read a paper? I don't see, Helen retorted, gaily misunderstood. What that has to do with your meeting my father. He's worth knowing, truly he is. That was all, or rather that was not quite all either, for the next morning Leslie Fraser went to see her friend Molly Adams. She went to tell her that she had discovered a lady.
Oh, isn't that nice? Very nice and polite. All right, the story of a glove. All right, be sure to sub me. Join me as a friend. We'll bring you some more. Bye-bye.